So, health update, I do not have pulmonary hypertension and I couldn't be happier, and it's such a bright sunny day. Today is good. I think I'll come and sit by the window. So I found out just the other day that I don't have pulmonary hypertension. So the reason that they thought it was hypertension was because when you are very ill, and especially with your lungs, that vessel can become enlarged or whatever it did that made it show up on the CT scan. That made them think it was pulmonary hypertension, but the specialists at the Golden Jubilee got in touch with my consultant to tell him that. But the fact that it then showed a normal echo heart scan that didn't confirm it, so that's why they are saying no to pulmonary hypertension. So they don't want to get me in and do all the tests because they're very invasive. They don't want to put me through all that for it then just to be negative. So I am over the moon that it looks like pulmonary hypertension is off the table. So happy about that. I honestly feel like I've got a new lease of life. That was just very scary with all my health things I've got going on. Pulmonary hypertension was not going to be good for me. It's not going to be good for anybody, but it was not going to be a good to add to the mix. It was just going to be a whole lot of complications that I do not need. And it was just very scary, and I'm so glad that I do not have that. So the plan going forward is that I cannot stay on my Cosentyx. So the injections that are controlling my psoriatic arthritis, I can't stay on them because he is putting me forward for my rituximab again ASAP. But because I am on Cosentyx, I'm also on high-dose steroids. I'm also on mycophenolate. To put me on rituximab on top of all these things is just going to be too high risk for infection. So my lungs take priority over the arthritis at the minute, so he has to take me off Cosentyx to try and obviously get control of my lungs, because he said the mycophenolate is not doing anything for my lungs. So we need to get me on rituximab, take me off Cosentyx, but then he's going to start me on methotrexate, which I've never had before. I've never heard great things about it. I know it can cause, mouth ulcers and hair loss and sickness and people just feeling crap with like hangover type feelings and headaches and tiredness and all that jazz. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I know that rituximab worked really well for me last time. I'm not looking forward to my psoriasis and my arthritis flaring up again. I'm just going to have to deal with that, see what comes with that. I'm going to have to hope that my liver and my kidneys cope with methotrexate, because, even other drugs that I've been on before, like tacrolimus, it done wonders for my dermatomyositis, but my liver and my kidneys didn't tolerate it, so I had to come off it. So the hope is that I can tolerate the methotrexate so that it does, and that does control my arthritis, because psoriatic arthritis was hell on earth when it was not under control. The skin side of it alone was hell, but the pain was like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. So I don't want to go back to that again, especially because I'm just feeling so good right now on these steroids. Obviously I'm on high-dose steroids at the minute, which is like making me feel bulletproof. So I'm not looking forward to going back to reducing the steroids. I am in the fact that I hate being on high-dose steroids because they're just not good for you. So it's when I'm on the rituximab, he's going to reduce my steroids. So I've been trying to get as much done as possible around the house, working on projects, just getting stuff done, enjoying feeling active and having energy, because I know as soon as I start all these meds again and these infusions and treatments, I'm going to go back to feeling crap and having no energy. So that's a plan of attack, but he did say that there is definitely something up with my heart, and he has referred me to cardiology, and he really wants them to do further investigations because we need to know what is happening there. So that's the update. So I'm just for the minute focusing on, I don't have pulmonary hypertension, and I'm just so happy about that. So let's see what happens next. So I'm off today up to the hospital to get my bloods done, the bloods that I need to get done before I can have the rituximab infusion. So that's the plans for today. That's a health update. So whatever you do today, I hope you get to spend your spoons on something fun. See you later.